Hello, and welcome to session 25 of the Shattered Seas Sigil campaign, Next Steps. Here are the players. Leanne, I've mentioned reactive multiple times.
Oh shit! Don't put me on blast. Internet
You are
crash.
not Octavia. We are not in...
I can't be cute. I can't be cute. What?
You are
No.
not in Soul's campaign anymore. That was yesterday.
Oh no, chatters. I'm being put into a box. I'm being put into a box with the players.
No. I'm playing as Eloine, the changeling who just kill. I will not spoil the campaign.
Go watch it, chatters. Wait, that's kind of mean. Go watch it if you have the time, chatters.
Go watch it right
Do
now,
it or else
I'll
I come into your house and I stop
explode
you.
Do it out.
thing.
Yes. We said do it or else.
Go
I'll
watch
find
it or
where
I
you live.
will blow up
Go
Mount
watch the
Rushmore.
mods.
Yeah, just blow up the
Again?
faces of the presidents on that mountain.
Replace them
Theodore Roosevelt gets a nose job.
Replace them with the Beatles. I don't know why, I just thought 4 prominent faces.
Evelyn went, I need 4 white men stat.
Ringo! I can't do Beatles voices, I don't know how they
Ringo.
sound.
Oh, I could join.
He goes, Ringo.
Jean-Paul. What was the
That
one
fucking
that's...
Tumblr meme that's like John Paul Ringo. John Paul.
What's the 4th one?
Do you mean John
Paul
George?
George.
Jean-Paul Georges
Do not
Ringo.
Do not
Yeah,
disrespect
the
my
one
Beatles.
man. I know. The one man, John Paul George Ringo.
All he plays, and
he
the
just
only
moves.
instrument he plays is a cigarette.
He just runs back and forth to look like 4 guys. Also, I did update my reactive. I know we're stalling, but I have, like, a while ago. I'm gonna fucking pass out from laughing at John Paul Ringo George.
Oh wait, Cass is
I'm
muted.
just so sad. Yeah, I'm just so sad that in the last VOD didn't pick up how badly I was dying from laughter. And you
Hello.
saw the audio.
Dying. Look at the party.
Speaking of the party,
Chatters.
last session
Evie's doing great.
you found out
Yeah.
who won the mayoral candidacy, the one and only candidate, because of how the
Gee,
mayoral succession works in Greyport.
I wonder who the citizens paper.
I wonder who the richest businessman in
Yeah,
Greyport
and
was.
And Dahlia's intellect certainly isn't going to backfire on her. Not this time. It never has before.
Smart as a whip and
Dumb as a rock.
thank God. I was like, that's mean.
Smart as a rock and dumb as a whip.
Hey yo. Oh my God. Oh, so
Yeah, I'm-
chatters. The party is leaving Greyport. Oh God, sorry. The party is leaving Greyport because they want to obviously
Because they
not be
hate-
stuck there.
Because they hate theatre kids.
Ah, yeah, that too. It's on site with theater kids, unfortunately. but they're escaping effectively because the whole city is more or less going to be brainwashed to be like evil Disney World under Horatio. Like, it's not good for them.
Brainwashed? What on earth do you mean?
Yeah. I just thought they already were brainwashed, though, with that message he left with us, or he left us with.
I think it's more, I don't think it's like direct charm. I think it's like cults of personality. That's my running headcanon. That is like, it's not like he's like actually charming the town. It's just that he is a charming person / non-magical. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's very good at like manipulation without magic. I think that he's like evil dictator, but well-spoken evil dictator, like charismatic, which is very dangerous for a villain.
That's why bards make the best big bads.
I love bards. Everyone says I would be a bard in real life, and I feel like that's a pretty fair assumption.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, College of Law. Or Eloquence.
College of Whispers. Whispers.
Oh. College of Whispers?
Wouldn't there be one for writing and journalism and whatnot?
It's called the College of It fucking
That's
day.
Eloquence now.
Also, I'm trying real hard to not mask my voice. I'm trying.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so party's fleeing the only home base they've had for the entire campaign, effectively, because the danger is clear and ever present. Like, they might show up to Greyport to get a supply run or to check in on the town, but like, it's not home, I think. And maybe that's just speaking for Edie, but like, it's not home anymore. Plus, now that we're level 5, we get the bastion system and stuff. So, hell yeah! Or are we 6? Are we level 6 or level 5? I'm
6.
stupid. I think we're actually level 6.
You
7.
Are 7. Yeah, right? Yeah, you're level 7.
Oh, we're 7?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm updating my sheet as we play.
Did you not
But,
already do that? Or did you do what I do and I forget to change the number?
I've been sleeping, and I've been going to work. And I've been...
What, you don't do it as soon as you level up?
No. Usually,
that's
when
what
we
I
in
do.
session, I collapse over there on that bed, and I get up at 3.
No, as soon as we level up, I'm working on it.
Yeah, same
Fair.
here.
Before my schedule got bad, yeah, same.
Cowboy.
But now it really is just work, sleep, work, sleep, home, work, sleep, home. You know.
That's... I feel ya. Right.
But,
D&D.
I swear I'm gonna drag you out of your office someday.
Well, we got cake
I'm going
today.
to charge into your
got
office and
cake.
demand ransom.
We got cake. We got cake. We got free cake because it was a coworker's birthday, and we had a. Let's not say the restaurant live on stream. But we had a bakery come in.
You know, more people have been to Berlin than I have.
I've never been out of the country. I've never been to
No,
like...
think about the sentence. Actually think about the
More
sentence.
people have been to Berlin.
Than I have.
The Berlin Wall?
More people have been to Berlin than I have. Think carefully about that sentence. It makes no sense. Think very carefully about the sentence.
Yeah, it's like...
I don't know which way you wanted me to take it, but I took it away.
Causes connected by, like, there's no...
It is a nonsense sentence.
Yeah, you can't have more people come to you than a city. I understand. Why? Why are you doing word puzzles, girl?
It's just a thing that I recently saw. It's fun.
Ooh, nice.
I like these. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
what are you doing? You are on the ship and you are pulling out of Greyport. Castor, do you have anything to say as Doe?
Doe.
A deer.
Oh.
Doe is a deer. Doe is a little baby. I love Doe.
Oh. I was thinking Doe was
I'm a
Nap.
stan.
My dear friend Doe.
My dear friend Doe.
I don't know
Speaking
why
of
I was
Nap.
thinking for a second.
Speaking of Nap, and correct me if this is an insane direction, right? But the party needs to get the fuck away from Greyport for their own safety. And they need to be able to set up bastions. And we have two different goal locations. We have the actual side of the Shattering, which is like hundreds of thousands of kilometers away, which in my brain is like endgame type territory. But we have Edie's mental map of where Nap is. And I'm wondering if we can line the bastions up as we go towards the goal of finding Nap. That way it's like two birds with one stone. Because if we don't have a physical end piece, then we're kind of just aimlessly going through the ocean. If that makes any, like, if I'm not, like, just talking out of my ass. Can't hear anyone.
No one's talking.
Dustin?
No one was
No
talking.
one's talking. Okay, thank God.
We couldn't hear you. Okay.
But, so, what do you guys think of that, like, as a strategy? Like, the strategy simply would be we follow the mental map of where Nap is as we plan our bastion. So that way we can stop for supplies without having to risk Greyport. Like, we set the bastions up on the same route.
Would we, if we were to go to where Nap is, though, is it going to end up being in, like, the same general direction as towards the Shattered Seas, or no?
Not metagaming.
I think that's
don't
a
have any
DM
access
question.
to any. Yeah, that's an Evelyn question. I don't have access to that map.
It's not like the opposite direction, but it's not the same direction.
But it's in a similar direction.
Not similar as much as, like, 45 degrees off or something.
Okay. So, would it be a better strategy than to head towards the Shattering?
That is, like... As you are currently, that is, like, months and months long sail. That is basically sailing to the other side of the world. Okay, so I was, like, correct in assuming that that's, like, end-game? Not
so I was correct in assuming that that's,
like,
later?
Yes, later. There is also the option of going to somewhere that you know is safe, but, like, where do people know that is actually safe? Doe was literally born yesterday. The main place Eliza knows is,
Not safe.
We'll kill her
Not safe for anybody
sight.
on this boat.
Would Dahlia's temple be on the way?
Ooh. I like that, actually, because realistically, right? Dahlia is the only player in the only character in the party with a safe place to call home. Doe was born yesterday. Eliza's kingdom will kill them. Evie cannot return to the Nightbringer or the Hollowed Wind, I'll tell you that much. And I don't think Wake can go back to her hometown either.
Fingers. He'll be so friendly.
Oh no. No. Yeah. But again, would it be in a similar direction? Or would it be, I think it'd be best. Yeah.
The last thing I said, Leanne, would that be a good idea?
It would.
That's a good idea, right?
Would that be a good idea? For
yes or no?
Dahlia's temple?
Yes or no?
Yes.
The last thing I said.
Without context, yes.
You should contact Four Fingers and dial him up and say, hey, can you pick us up?
Hire us back? Without context, God, that's gonna be fucking hilarious in the mod. Chatters, my headset was off. My mom was asking me to dinner.
I'm aware. That's why I asked you.
I don't think that's a good idea. That ends with Archibald on the mast. Actually, I've written that. That's how that ends. That ends with Evie stuck with Hathor, Archibald on the mast, Eliza fucking dead, Talia would be dead, Wake would be dead, Doe would be dead. They'd find Nap just to kill him in front of her. Like, it would not end well. Speaking of that, actually, Chatters, specifically, because I know the players are all very aware of this. Evie's still actively being hunted, by the way. Like, that game is still afoot. Like, which makes the tension of, like, them needing to find a safe place to go all the more important. Because at least, right, when she had Greyport, right, it was like, she knows that they're not likely to go to it, if that makes any sense. Like, she was very aware that, like, the Hollowed Wind did not frequent that area. And that's part of the reason she liked Greyport a lot. Like, outside of the...
I'm guessing that... Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, like, outside of the canonical spy that I good God, that I wrote in the side story, nobody from the Hollowwood is fucking there.
Yeah. So I assume then that Evie is steering the ship.
Oh, God, yes. I mean, if she's awake and on the ship, she is steering the ship.
Yeah. So
especially because Frail is not here in character, so.
Yeah. So I think with Braille not being here to play Wake, Dahlia is gonna slip out of bed after giving her a little peck on the cheek. Go up to the deck, say, Captain, you know as well as I do that Greyport is no longer safe.
He nods.
Might I suggest we visit my temple? At least there, I know they'll be friendly faced.
I actually agree. I think that's a fantastic idea instead of just panickingly sailing towards no end goal. She goes, which island is it? And also, if you don't, like, if that's not canon, don't. But, like, which island?
I'm not sure the name of it. Yeah, this is out of character, but it's not really something
There's
that I've
not a name. I kind of feared that the second I said that out loud. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh,
yeah,
she knows. She knows where it is.
Yeah.
She knows which island. Like, it's fucking easy. She knows which island.
Yeah.
She starts
Yeah,
setting
I'm not
course.
sure the name.
It's quite all right. I believe I know which one it is.
Yeah. I know for one thing, I hope that I recognize it after all this time away.
I'm sure that they'll be ecstatic to have you back.
Hmm. I
Really,
just hope that with my
this might be a good
more.
thing.
Oh, did you hear what I said?
No,
I just
I talked over you
I
by
just
accident.
oh, no worries. I just hope that what my sister had said before regarding our traditions is true.
I hope so
Regardless,
as
I
well.
will gladly stand by a wake should it come to it. I
I
truly hope
trust
it
you
does.
do. I think that whatever happens, we're all right behind you.
Thank you, Captain.
My pleasure.
Now, which way is it that we shall be heading?
Northwest, of course.
Very well. So she flies up to the sails and starts oh god, not riding the winds. Not God. I can't remember which one it is. Like she start like she starts
Making the wind blow in the right
she
direction.
uses yeah.
Yeah. I love Dahlia. I love all the players. Oh, I love all the characters, but I love Dahlia.
Aw. She is a lot of fun.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh, gust
Evie
of
just
wind. That does. Yeah.
hell yeah. Evie steers the ship towards the island. How many days are we to the island, DM?
Hmm. About 10 days.
10 days. Okay, they have enough supplies. Because canonically, she did stock up literally the evening prior to everything going on with Horatio. So,
Yeah.
supplies are no bueno means not good. So, supplies are bueno. Um, so, Evie's steering, Dahlia's manning
The sails, I guess.
the sail, the waves.
Winds.
Yeah. Um, what is Eliza and Doe doing?
I actually am contemplating on doing something, but I'm just not sure if I want to do it now.
Castor?
Valid. They're muted.
I know.
They might be doing text actually before I just assume. Let me use my eyes and look. Sorry about that, Caster. I don't see any typing, but maybe my phone's slow.
No, I don't see anything either.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I did not realize how
Gus?
low cut this shirt is.
You're good.
I know, but still.
Oh, I mean, if Eliza wants to do something, she's more than welcome to.
I know, I don't know if I want to do it. The thing is more of, I don't know if I want to do it now or save it for a
Yet?
future session. Because either or,
Gotcha.
it'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's just,
If you want like determination on like whether or not to do something, if you think it should be like bigger, I would suggest like saving it. Because right now they're literally just sailing.
Yeah, but this would also be the actual the fact that there's nothing to do is that perfect opportunity, but at the same time, like I said,
Then do it, girl, boss, guy, queen. What? Do it.
Excuse me?
well, now if I do that,
Listen,
well, now if I do this, I actually gotta
Paul
find
uses all
something.
pronouns and titles. You gotta have fun with it.
Because if I do this, I actually have to find something that only Evelyn has seen.
Ooh.
Hopefully it's not
Send
hard words.
DM.
Yeah, it's in the DM. I think
Huh?
I'm looking at the correct one.
Wait, huh? What?
Yeah, I am. It's from like back in October.
Maybe like press the reply button and then like
No.
put like a period or something so it sends it.
Yeah.
Hold on. There. It's that. I have it saved now, but it's that.
Oh. Oh, that. I see.
Yeah.
La-di-da.
I just also don't remember what it means. Oh, I found it. Never mind. I'm stupid.
You're not stupid.
Nah, I just don't read.
No negative self-talk. Kabooey.
Says you.
Well, how
I'll
about...
walk over to your house and throw these dice at
Says
you.
you,
No negative
Leanne.
self-talk.
Well, how about the fact
It
that I'm
doesn't apply
ginger?
to
How about
me.
that?
Huh?
I'm a ginger.
She just goes, home. It's an old South Park joke.
Oh, and not the part of that in the whole, gross.
Yeah.
Ginger, you're Irish.
And also,
Oh yeah, the anti-Irish.
and also,
kind of
you know,
thing.
the fact that you literally entered into a contract with a devil. That's got to help
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe. Can we, while they're looking
work
at
with
their
sick-
notes, can we like aside for a moment? I can't fucking believe that Evelyn convinced me to give up Evie's arm. I still can't believe that worked, actually. I'm like one of the most head-ass, headstrong people ever. And then it was like, oh, it's not for you, it's for your friend. And I was like,
Genuinely,
Only one
I did
person
not
knows
think you would
which.
be one of the harder ones to convince because... Well, I mean, I knew you'd be hard to convince because it's a Leanne character. But, I mean, in terms of actually getting
is that
you
a
to
polite way of
decide...
saying I'm a difficult person?
No. It's
Yeah.
a way of saying that your characters often have a very common ground to them. That of
Yeah.
an
Very
incredible
headstrong.
stubbornness.
Yeah, I wonder where they get it from.
Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Fuck yeah, let's go! I'm so excited.
Yeah. So, since everybody is on the ship, besides, I'm not sure what Doe's doing his own thing. They're doing their own thing. I'm gonna send a message to Dahlia real quick.
Okay.
And just let me make sure. Guess that should be okay. Where is it? Yeah. And Eliza is just gonna be like, Blue Jay, but fuck.
You got this.
Oh,
Dahlia. Quick
Yes?
question to you.
Oh.
Didn't you mention something about knowing Draconic by chance?
Let me double check.
Unless I'm thinking of
Out of
something
this
else.
long list of spells, I think I do. Hang on.
It'd be a language. It would. Yeah.
Okay. And Eliza just looks at Evie, seeing if she's paying attention or she goes off.
If you're not directly messaging her, she is not hearing it. Like, she's just like, locked the fuck in. She's like, hearing.
Okay. Then she's just gonna go and look away and just be like, if you have a second, I want to ask you something.
Of course. I'm all ears.
Well, it's more of if you have a moment when not helping with sailing the ship.
Oh, I don't mind double tasking.
Okay.
She casts Gust of Wind one more time just to make sure that she has enough time that she can fly down and see what oh gosh, Eliza is asking.
2 E names. Very hard.
She's
3 E names, actually.
Yeah.
Mm.
Eliza just motions for you to come over to her.
She nods, or she kind of cocks her head a little curiously, just like, seems a little secretive.
I understand this is a very strange request. But man, before I met you guys, there was something that happened, and I know the language. I was not expecting anyone else to know Draconic, but knowing that you can read it and understand it, there's something I need you to look at.
Well, I am a tiefling, but of course, I'm happy to look at it.
Yeah, and she still looks back at Evie, just seeing. She's still.
She just locked she's hyper focused. She's like, da 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 da.
Okay. Then, looking back, she's just like, okay, this is in a very weird spot, and I'm very sorry for if anybody were to see this, but it is on my back.
Okay, let me stop you. Is it something that I am going to freak out about? Because I do not want to scream if you do not want to alert anyone else.
Well, if you do, I understand why you will. Because what caused this to happen and why it's there is not a very happy story.
Of course.
Let's just say something was just carved into me, I guess is the pleasant way of putting it.
I think I can imagine the rest of them. I will try my best to keep my composure.
Yeah. And she just turns away from you and she tries to get the back of her shirt to lift up, not to get the front part up, but that what is in no mic is what you see.
Okay. That is quite hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah. What does it look like?
It looks like... Well, for one thing, I'm sure you are aware that you have scars on your back, but there's a winged dragon that is, I want to say, circling around, or about to chase its tail, but there's definitely text in Draconic written there.
Okay. Hold on. I'll tell you what it says.
Yeah.
That is what it says.
Let me see. Oh. Oh. Okay. I feel like it's probably something I should not cry about, but do you wish to know what it says?
I mean, I've been curious. I haven't been able to really see it. I've only been able to see parts of it, but not all of it. So I only catch a couple of the letters.
Hmm. Let's just say it's not pleasant words about you.
I've heard a lot,
Oh,
especially
okay.
especially when it comes to talking about others.
Okay. You do wish to know?
Yeah, just hit me with it. It won't be too horrendous, I bet.
Traitorous bastard.
Oh. Wow.
Yes. um, hmm.
They really wanted to get the point across, I guess. And she kind of just drops the shirt.
Hmm.
Brutal.
Dahlia's kind of like, okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like I told you, my people are really brutal.
Admittedly, from I know of your people, or at least what you have told me, I am not surprised it is that vile.
Yeah. Especially from what I've at least told you a bit about.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just very curious on why they didn't just write it, but they also added a dragon. Maybe as some kind of sick reminder to myself? Who
I
knows?
do not know. It almost looks as if the dragon is trying to chase its own tail, but it is not quite caught up to it.
I mean, sometimes you do have to stop young baby dragons from trying to get their tail. It's like a dog trying to get its own tail, or a cat sometimes. They all act the same once you realize that they're just the same creature but different looks.
Meanwhile, cut to Neith chasing its own tail.
Yeah,
Baby. I love
yeah. Eliza has never told him not to do it. She doesn't care.
Oh,
It's cute.
Aw,
It's enrichment.
baby.
regard-
It's his
Yeah.
the party little baby. I love the dragon.
aw. Regardless, Eliza, do not take those words to heart. You know that they are cruel people. They will do whatever they can to wear you down and keep you in their clutches. It does not mean that is who you are.
I know your words are meant to bring happiness or hope to me, but I do know why they wrote it, and it's still stings a little bit having a giant reminder on my back, unlike the fact that it's going to be ingrained in my skull and in my memories of what I did.
Hmm.
Like I said, make the point very obvious. Elijah just sits on the deck.
Uh, Dahlia actually sits with her.
Oh,
I've not seen such cruelty myself, aside from those who have been victims of it. I know it must be hard for you to be away from the people that you used to call family and friends, but if they are not good people for you, you do not need to return to them, nor do you need to concern yourself with what they have to say about you.
I mean, after being basically banished, I haven't really tried to think about them besides certain events, but that I cannot change, and I really don't want
And
to
yet,
change.
and yet here you are asking me to see what the reminder is on your back.
I just
They
thought they
have
would
not
have.
left your.
I just would have expected them to write something else. Or not even write anything at all, just something horrible. But I guess this is their way since they let me be free. Which is their own stupid mistake.
No, you say you do not concern yourself with what they have to say. But I see it etched into your face that you still hold value in what they have to say about you.
You're not wrong. It's because every time I think about it, I always picture what life would have been like if I wouldn't have done what I've done. And all I keep thinking of is I would be in a higher rank, more army, more soldiers following my lead, my own faction probably. I could think
But
of
would you have
all of
been
that.
happy?
I probably would have just been content with everything.
Hmm.
Our own
Is it
happiness
really?
doesn't mean much.
Is it really contentment that you seek, though?
At this point, all I want is that stupid leader dead, so that no one can follow in his track. Because if he's still alive, that just means they will still be doing the same thing over and over again. Conquering places, killing those who are innocent, rampaging through every island they can find. That's all we did. Rampage this, kill this person, do this, do that.
And here you are still obsessing over them. They're still worming their way into your mind. Not that I can blame you, of course. For
Yeah.
someone to have done that, from what I know, they certainly deserve whatever restitution is coming for them. But if
Yeah.
you truly wish to be happy, to be free, oh, I should not say you should do something. That is a choice you must come to yourself. But I would strongly consider trying to separate more of your mind from them.
That would make more sense. And it would be a lot easier to do. But I still would at least want one piece of that place gone, and that would be the person who wanted me to be this way. To gain up into the ranks, I would want him just gone. As soon as he's gone, I don't have to think of that place. I don't have to think of anything relating to it anymore, and I will.
Away.
One piece.
How much is that really? How much is that really going to change, though? Leaders
Well,
die all the time. New people take their place.
You're
Is there
reminded.
really that much that killing one person would do?
You're reminded of the distantly viewed face of so-called King Silas Farbridge, the ruler of Azusia. You've seen him, if just, giving an address from the balcony of his castle atop the central isle of an archipelago. I'm referring to
Who would that be?
Eliza here.
Oh, I think.
Eliza is the one from
Because
Azusia.
we've never been to Eliza's homeland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
even so. Knowing he would be gone would mean chaos could happen and would happen. because there's no king. And without him, most of those plans that were going to happen will fall through. One second.
Oh, is secret D&D going on in the DM?
No.
Oh no, they're just
No.
Sorry,
Probably
She
getting
said
sounded
with
something.
elated.
ah.
She said, no.
Huh?
Nah, Luda said they're dead.
Ah,
Okay.
look, horrible
But-
pimple on my shoulder.
But
Rip.
if he
Yeah.
dies, then they're gonna have to figure out who's gonna lead next. And for all I know, someone better could take over. It's not gonna be me. I don't want to. But someone else.
Besides, death always precedes death. If you continue the cycle, they will never stop.
It could shake a little bit of fear into them that their own kind can betray them. And that's a bit of fear that they need to understand. We always acted high and mighty about other people, thinking we were better because of what we could do. And being able to show that your own kind can betray you, that would just cause an uproar. They wouldn't know who to trust. And leaving them like that could shake things up, and I wouldn't have to hear anything about it afterwards. We'd just leave, find out where we're going next, and that would be it.
You're sure they still wouldn't continue to follow and haunt you?
That I'm not too sure. And if they are, well, so far they've been doing a shit job.
That is true. I suppose they would have attacked us by now if they were following us.
Yeah.
But oh shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. That was out of character.
Only happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I can see how much you feel you need this, but the more you hold on to it, the more it will eat away at you, consume you. The best thing is always the hardest thing, and that is to let go and move on.
I do see your reasoning. But there's always other options. It can be the easiest just to forgive and forget. But sometimes just to make the justice right, you have to do it yourself. And that's all I just want.
You are right. You are a very strong person, Eliza. Don't let the source. Oh shoot. Great. I've got an ad that's making me kind of like mess up here or lose my train of thought.
It's all good.
You got stun-locked by the advertisement on the corner of your screen. You went,
Oh.
Your mind drifts to what you and the other soldiers were working towards. Something that no kingdom has ever been able to succeed in since the Shattering, at least not truly. But that Silas Farbridge thinks so highly of himself that he believes he can. Empire.
I'm so that was.
Oof.
Like I said, stopping him would bring a lot of good. Like I said, once he's dead, no one will be able to do what he wants, and his creations will crumble.
How sure of that are you? There is always the chance that someone else will always rise to fill their place. And
Oh,
that person may want to seek vengeance on you, the same as you wish to seek vengeance on someone from your past.
well, if my mind remembers, he always has his people close at hand. That was a spot I was gonna have.
Doing, Leanne?
You mentioned, but I'm just fidgeting.
Was that a fork?
No, it's
I
not
think
a
that was a
fork.
USB cable.
It is a USB cable.
Yes.
The micro USB cable.
Notable and well-loved hair accessory micro USB cable.
No, there's no one getting out of this game. Yeah, I was being stupid.
But
It's going back.
still, his people would be close at hand with him. And if they ended up dying in the way, then that's one less person who's going to try to take over.
You know that I am behind you, 100%. Please be sure to consider the possible ramifications before you make any harsh decisions. Like your deal.
I understand my deal. I understand my deal is still very controversial. And I understand that. I didn't like it myself, but I know what I have to do. And it gives me a little bit more, I guess, motivation to do what I want to do. And I've already not done things the way I should have. I have broken things that I should not have done without properly thinking it through. At this point, I'm on a high of doing things without thinking. But also taking my time at the same time. A little bit of a back and forth, you could say.
I see. Just be careful. That's all I ask.
I typically am careful. I was very careful enough that I almost was able to escape once. And if anything, I can do it again.
She stands and stretches. I certainly admire your strength and your resilience. You are a very kind soul. Just be careful not to let them taint it any further than they already have.
Well, this is a side that I'm newly finding. If you would have met me all those years ago, well, I don't mean this to be harsh or that I would do it, but you would have been dead if you would have met me all those years ago. We're very lucky that I am who I am today. Even I'm lucky.
Sure.
And I'm happy to be this way now.
Hell yeah. Eliza has growth and development.
How old is Eliza, by the way?
Character growth.
Over 200 years old.
Nice.
She's baller. You really, it's like turning
226.
20. It's like turning 20, where your brain fully develops at 25. 226, her brain is fully developed.
That is a myth.
I know it is. I know it's a pseudoscience myth. For the pop culture of it all.
As long as you are happy with yourself and that you believe you are doing the right thing, I will be with you. Regardless of whether or not I agree with it.
Thank you. Well, I am happy to be here.
Yeah. Besides, you wouldn't know, or you wouldn't believe some of the psychopaths that I have had to deal with in my time. But I'm certain that we can face them together. She smiles as she flies back up to the sails.
Eliza just calls over to...
By the way, when is this?
And he just...
Is this conversation immediately after you set off?
I would say this would have been, like, at some point during...
Yeah.
Like,
so, like...
one of the days.
Maybe a couple of days after,
Yeah.
So you fly back up to the crow's nest.
Yeah. She just kind of mulls over some of what Eliza said. Starts questioning, why would she be called a traitorous bastard? Much as I don't want to pry, is it gonna end up being a threat for us?
Ooh.
How long did that conversation take, do you think?
Probably a couple minutes, I'm guessing.
A couple minutes?
Not too terribly long.
That's like a half hour.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like half an hour. Yeah.
I don't know time.
Okay.
So you fly back up to the crow's nest.
Yeah, so I guess somewhere around like 20 minutes.
About half an hour of it being unmanned. And...
What are you doing?
She flies back up to the
What are you doing?
She flies back to the captain, like, we are still on course, correct?
Is Evie still there, Evelyn?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Of course we are.
Excellent. Then she flies back up to continue pushing the sails.
You see, now that you're up in the crow's nest, shockingly close, off the starboard side, a ship approaching you, about the same size as yours.
Fuck.
You're initially overcome
doing?
with panic.
What are you doing, woman?
Until... Hold on.
Should I do perception or investigation?
Perception.
Like
Perception.
to see like what's going on.
You swear you recognize this thing.
Oh, that's an 8.
You get this strong feeling that you recognize this ship. But you can't quite make it out. Do you grab the telescope?
She's gonna fly back down. Yeah, she's also gonna grab or go to Evie and Eliza and say like, hey, I see a ship off in the distance. Something about it feels familiar, but I want to see if either of you can recognize it as well.
Evie immediately takes off her telescope, like her spyglass, and she takes it out of her bag and she looks at the ship.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the ship with my normal eyes.
You see the flag. It is marked with pirate regalia. Similar size of ship to yours.
What?
And your eye shifts towards the wheel. Being manned
Who's
no.
manning it?
by Captain Valerie Firebrand.
Archer!
Thank God.
It couldn't have been the Hollow because that thing's fucking massive.
And
That's
there's
why-
like
when she's
7 of
your
them.
ship size, I'm like, oh.
There's
Yeah.
like 3 of them
Oh,
or
that's
something.
okay.
Or like 3 or 4 of them. The Hollowed Wind is just the main one.
There's 3
Wait.
in one. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a second. I'm gonna do Arcana.
Yep. What for?
You think that? Oh, that'd be baller if it's like a ship of allies, but they're an illusion. That'd be fucking baller.
Oh my, that is a nat 1.
Oh,
There is a ship.
But plus 6, it's 7.
Something feels strange.
Do I detect?
Through the lens of... looking through your spyglass at this ship, it's... Suddenly you notice a ripple that you can see in the ship. It's distorting. It's twisting and... the proportions are all wrong. Hold on. Wait a minute. Then you take off your spyglass and wipe the front.
Yeah.
Looking back through the spyglass, it is perfectly clear again.
That she got hit with a little bit of seawater. She's like, ah!
it's like, oh shit, this is that. Wait. Never mind.
She's like, guys!
my
And then
tower.
she goes, oh.
How
She
many
goes, thank God I didn't overreact. I'm going to pull it as close as possible, just to like, basically like, you know, they're friends, they're allies, we trust them. So I'm going to basically pull up and be like, hello?
Actually, if
Hail,
Dahlia flies
Siju.
up, does she see any
We
Captain
see you.
Firebrand on the deck?
Pardon?
If she were to fly up and like just look around for
Firebrand
the crew, does she
is
see anyone
manning
on deck?
the
or does-
wheel.
Okay.
Hail, Siju.
Hello? How are you guys?
As you pull up beside them once again, you see Valerie.
Good.
Good. Licks of fire
You got
still
this.
coming off her off her coat. Tricorn hat ever so slightly tilted.
I gotta get one of those.
Hmm.
In real life.
Captain
You see
not
up
here.
in the
You were-
rope.
You were such a sight for someone.
You see up high in the ropes on the mast, tied, dagger in mouth, doing some form of repairs on the crow's nest. Coming out of the office is Azura Mistwater, the Zephyr. And finally,
What I said, kill. Mary kill.
and finally, coming up from the lower decks, is that all too familiar man covered in scars, head to toe. Pretty boy.
Curly mouthwashing.
No, he's not in bandages.
I joke, I poke. Hee hee.
Yeah, Dahlia flies toward the other ship Captain Firepants, you are such a sight for sore eyes. So she does not land on the deck.
It's good to see you as well. You look shaken. What's wrong?
Captain?
Hmm? She peeks her head up from steering.
Do you, wish to explain why we are not in Greyport?
Oh, of course. And she basically like does the like bridge between the two ships so that like they can come over freely to this deck. And Evie like looks at the party, looks at their party, and she, in great detail, she spends like an hour debriefing them on everything that has happened with Horatio. And she goes, and that's why we're leaving Greyport.
Really?
This is not a safe place anymore.
Gods.
He
Ty-
literally set me on fire.
Ty
She
shouts
repeats
from
again.
up the top. God, I knew there was something wrong with that deal. And kind of just zips down one of the ropes and lands on one knee on the deck. Ugh. Told you it was a bad idea. We could have got the money from elsewhere. Did some actual piracy, you know?
You guys didn't know. You can't be angry at yourself.
So?
He seems to have great influence. To the point where even she looks at them dead in the eyes. She goes, he set me on fire, and less than 12 hours later, I was holding his hand. That's how conniving he is.
Less than a week.
You are not at fault.
Less than a week. It was a week. 24 hours was the time you were charmed.
Thanks, Queen. Thanks, Queen. Thank you. She says, in less than a week.
Pretty boy kind of just looks down and in solidarity.
Yeah. Can he canonically sign? Like, he can sign, right?
He has some, but
I'd love for him to
generally
have a proper...
keeps... He knows signs, he just generally keeps quiet.
Okay.
Even sign-wise.
He's kind of like... okay. But yeah, it's...
The next time I see that bastard, it'll be as a receiving end of thunderclap.
So,
Thunder damage.
says the Zephyr, stars in her... No, Agonasi with stars in her eyes and in her blood. So, this Horatio fellow, he is the one who gave us this offer?
Yes.
I believe I have been to a play of his once.
Yes, with the hopping theater.
Yes. Doe's gonna come up from below deck and
yes.
rub his eyes at the light difference. Hello, Doe! Doe is back! Has Doe just been canonically sleeping through all of the major events of last session?
Oh my gosh.
That's not right.
Does Doe need to be told that Horatio's the mayor now?
Doe overheard her entire 1 hour debriefing as they walked up the stairs. Bada bing, bada boom, saving your ass.
Studying wizardry shit.
So, hell of a gutsy move, by the way.
You think?
The leg.
Oh,
Your map.
like?
I wouldn't have thought of that myself.
Oh! Well, it happened all so frantically. I value this crew over myself. No, she wouldn't say that. She goes, "Thank you for the compliment. It was the best I could at the moment."
Of course. No worries at all.
Annie, I know you'd do the exact same for your crew.
Absolutely. Without hesitation.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Also, can we point out, Evie's missing an R. Like, Firebrand has not seen her with the prosthetic.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a little bit
What
tricky
did he
for
do
her,
to
right?
your
Like,
arm?
it's not a skin tone. Oh, that one wasn't him, actually.
Oh,
She made a deal with the devil.
I see.
She whips her head over at Dahlia, like, dude!
Pretty boy lifts
This
his
is not
head
true.
and, like, tilts it. As if he really wants to know more.
Evie explains, without throwing Doe under the bus by saying they summoned him. But Evie explains that, someone summoned.
Doe just gestures immediate. Pretty boy just gestures immediately to Doe. Now looking fleshy but still relatively comparable. And having
Dahlia
had a
is very
conversation with him about pact magic beforehand.
Dahlia is
warlock bonding
glaring
time.
daggers at Doe.
They go, you.
Actually, I think I have something for the Borp moments. When I first started to speak, I don't know why, but I said, like, daring glaggers.
They're in what? Excuse
daring
me?
What?
Glaggers. It's staring daggers, but in dyslexia. I understand. I emphasize.
Wait. I honestly, I don't have any formal dyslexia diagnosis, but I have to wonder if I'm dyslexic.
Not to peer review diagnose you.
Glaggers?
But staring glaggers? Don't know.
Daring
glaggers. Oh no.
Daring glaggers. Really is a mystery.
Oh my goodness.
Daring glaggers. You know that actually would be a kick-ass D&D character name? I was like, that would be such a... But no, that's a good NPC name, actually.
Oh my god.
That's a Dark Souls NPC that invades you.
Daring glaggers.
That or who you can summon for a boss. Probably both, because of how they work.
I'm still crying.
I didn't even notice that I did it at first. I was like, wait a second.
You said. But, yes, some of the...
Anyways, she is glaring daggers at Doe.
Daring glaggers.
Some of the crew made deals. Some of the crew made deals.
Don't make me die again.
Okay. First I laughed, then I serious. Okay. That's a meme, by the way. I'm not, like, misspeaking. Okay. Some of the crew made deals. Others did not. I made mine to find Nap's location. Hello?
As soon as you finished speaking, Leanne, a Downy Unstoppable ad started for me.
Nap is?
Ah.
A previous crewmate of yours?
Yes.
I see.
One of the only other originals left
I've
from
lost
Captain Arnold's
ones of
crew.
my own. I know how you feel. Give anything to
But
see
yeah,
their faces again.
that was bad. So, how's life been with you guys?
Tough. Been considering pawning things off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not many ships lately around the area. So we're kind of down to our last bits of our coffers.
Well, that simply won't do. And you can tell her mind's running a million miles a minute.
A little big for the four of us, so we might even sell the ship and get a small one. Smaller.
Absolutely not. Not if I can help it.
Why not?
And her mind is still racing a million miles a minute.
What?
Because
What
you
do you
guys
suggest?
deserve the same chance we have. I'm suggesting, and she goes on this like long-winded explanation of Bastion's.
No,
But
that's
that is
what? That Bastions is
What?
like just a
I'm
rule
stupid.
which aren't exactly like.
Yeah, I thought you could hire.
Yeah, but like essentially it's
Yeah.
yeah. Are you thinking
Okay, meta
you
gaming.
propose
I thought we could.
an alliance?
Yeah. That's precisely what I'm
Join
proposing.
our crews together.
We're not going to let. The Siegel is not going to just sit by and let you guys suffer.
Besides, the more numbers we have to face Horatio, the more of a chance we have to bring him down.
An enemy.
Well, that's certainly an idea.
Yeah, and we won't, and she's like, her mind, like, you see her eyes dart to her tattoo for 1 second, and she goes, no loyalty, crest, or any unified thing, none of that's required. You guys can be as independent as you'd like.
How would we contact
Just
each
a
other?
formal friendship. She looks to Archibald, looks at the conch. I'm sure we could get one of these for you guys.
Well, I'm not using it.
No.
I'm with you. I've already got all of the stuff from my home. That's not my home anymore.
Her face is a little purple. She goes, here. And she hands them the conch.
Cheers.
I think I know what the two of you get up to in your room then.
Her face is gone like deep purple. She just goes, they didn't say that out loud. You misheard.
Don't worry, Captain. I will not tell a soul what you get up to.
She goes, is it anything worse than what you'd wake to?
Oh my god.
And she just burst out laughing because she was half expecting that.
Doe does not know what sex is, most likely, right?
Wasn't Doe looking at
I
an
mean, they
anime
were
book in, like, the other session? Or is that with just like the human obsession and not necessarily like? That's not one chart that's like knows what sex is, does not fuck, does not know what sex is, does not fuck. I swear it used to be like a meme in 2015.
Yeah, I
Like,
know what you're talking
not just
about.
in 2015.
The party in that chart.
What was it?
Huh? What? Okay.
It was like a chart. It was like a chart that was like.
I'll get a template. Hold
The reason
on. Okay, right. I'll get a
Thank
template.
God.
You carry
I'm
on.
thinking about it in my head because I remember.
No, I missed what you said.
Knows what sex is.
Okay.
Fucks. Doesn't know that thing.
Doesn't have it versus
Oh.
does not know what sex is. Does not. Which is there's also a fun square there that which is like doesn't know what sex is but has sex, and it's like okay.
Okay.
It's a really stupid meme. Also, hello chat. I know this is live. Listen. Listen. It's immature.
The school that I went to for middle of high school was like so nerdy. There were some things that were like pop culture at the time, but like it was pretty
You
much
guys
its
were
own
like
bubble.
fungus meme levels of like. I don't think you guys were passing around the
Passing around the what?
Never mind. Just never mind. I've derailed us so bad.
No, I missed what you said.
The meme template that I keep referencing.
Oh. Yeah, no.
Valerie Firebrand, save us. Pretty fire feisty woman. Hell, Valerie would probably be like, oh, hell yeah. Like, nothing but words with her mouth, but you know, that's me. If anyone canonically has Riz, it's Valerie.
Of course.
Yeah.
She pulls. Like, that's just factually correct.
And occasionally collaborate with resources.
Yeah, of course. You know, as a show of good faith, I will give you 40 gold pieces each. Does that sound reasonable? Out of character? 50 gold pieces each for easy math. So that'd be 200 gold pieces.
That's thank you very much. Very kind of you.
Of course, and this is a gift, not a loan.
Most of the shipmates like Valerie to some... shipmates where? What, on Valerie's ship? I mean...
Yes, and our ship.
On Valerie's ship, they are loyal to the point of, like, death. They love her. And I don't think there was a single person who didn't like the crew on your ship.
No, when you guys were saying that she pulls, I was like, oh, does that mean...
Eliza could.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Dahlia has wake, but she's not gonna deny that the captain isn't pretty.
Oh, absolutely.
Evelyn, you can't keep doing this to us.
Can't keep doing what?
Making hot character.
Could you remind me what species she is?
Half-elf.
Oh, half-elf. I was thinking
she's half-elf. Okay.
Why was I thinking fire ganassi?
Dark skin? Oh, because of the fire on the clothes. Like, slightly enchanted captain's coat and tricorn hat that have licks of harmless flame coming off them.
You have to making them hot. You have
could have made it literally too.
We're in shambles. The economy's in shambles. the attractive to normal NPC ratio
Look,
is
she knows it.
destroyed.
Leanne, there's plenty. May I direct you to the main and... Well, to be fair, that's just non-conventional.
Is Horatio hot? Question mark?
No, not conventionally.
What's the same? Ain't it antagonist?
Depends on
I was like,
what
I've
kind
never.
of person you are.
Well, I'm sure he probably looks. But I don't think he's ugly. Like, I think he probably has a pretty fitting face for himself.
Yeah. To be fair, he's definitely not like
he's a Valerie,
bad looking. He's
yeah,
just not exactly.
I think he's like
the
a
same
5, right?
kind.
Like he's not like.
No. He's better than that. Just depends on demographic.
Ah, I understand now.
Larger, older gentleman.
Puts in note 6.5.
Larger, older gentleman. Grey / white streaks in hair and beard.
Okay,
and
I can't.
3'6".
Wait, we're supposed to hate him for that?
Yes, you are supposed to want him dead.
Yeah.
Not in bed.
Oh my god.
I remember when you were shipping him with Archibald. You see now how much of a disaster that would have been.
Chat.
Nah.
Let me plead my case here. Wait.
Nah.
Wait. I didn't know.
It's a crack ship.
It is a crack.
Look,
ship.
I introduced them in the same episode. I introduced them at the same episode as, like, parallels to one another. They were the quest givers.
God, I sound like the middle school girls obsessed with Yowie. No!
Caster.
Huh? I still ship them, says Caster. Honestly,
yeah!
You are braver than most, and
God.
I commend you.
At least
I do love
they
me a
had
good
morals
toxic
and they're
yaoi crack
sticking to them.
ship.
They have morals and they're sticking to them, and that is admirable.
I do like a good yaoi crack ship. Like,
They're the best.
look, this is from someone who genuinely thinks Lonely Eyes is a good ship. They are objectively horrible and objectively terrible for each other, but Peter Lucas and Elias Bouchard are married / divorced, depending on which week you think, which week you're asking about.
Cat, probably a good time to mention I'm relatively known for just signature of writing toxic relationships at this point. It's
Really?
funny. They're fictional. They can be horrible.
Oh, really?
No idea.
Miss Hathor, Miss Mr. Honey, Miss, what's it called? The Frostbitten.
The lady.
But, yes. I'd be happy
At
to...
your service.
No,
If
I'd be
you
happy
need-
to stand with you.
Insert commission link here.
Where were you going? Anyway, where were you headed?
Oh, we are looking for, well, not looking, we are heading to Dahlia's temple, as it is one of the only relative safe places we know of in this world.
Of course. That's... Good that you still got somewhere. Oh god, whose mic's doing that? Oh, it's...
Ian.
Okay,
Is it?
it seems
What's it
to be
doing?
behaving now, actually. Why do I even ask? Right, okay. Oh, okay. See it, Caster is hopping off because EP.
EP.
Understood. Love you.
Night.
Nice car.
Fuck off, Caster.
Of course. Of course. Of course they would do that.
What
Are
what
they
an
like
exit sound.
one of the only other 2 people in the server who have access and permission to use sound effects?
I think
Well, let me
that's
test that out.
Nitro. I think that's Nitro.
No. Of
Yeah, it
course it's
doesn't show
Nitro,
up.
but
You can
like...
set interest the next.
No, I'm just meaning, like, if you're allowed to use sound effects in this server, I think I've got them turned off for most people.
Yeah.
Dictator.
No fun.
Evil
No fun
dictator.
for me.
Chat, you see the
I'm
picture?
worse than
What's
Silas
that?
Farbridge.
I don't get to be dumb.
Tyrannical.
Tyrannical. What's a good verb?
Tyrannosaurus.
Verb?
Listen.
Girl. Adjective.
I'm going to say adjective.
What are your adjectives?
Loud. Intense.
My
Creative.
verbs are kill, maim, and laugh.
Leave, laugh, love, but just that's Horatio's wall. That's on his wall,
Yeah.
actually.
Canon. Canon, his wall just has kill, maim, laugh.
Oh my god.
Like, it's in his bedroom.
What? She goes, wow, tasteful.
But yeah, okay.
We are so focused.
Yes.
This is a party of people who know how to focus.
Hmm.
Yes, gotta love the ADHD, right?
Yeah.
We can lock in, I promise. We can be trusted with attention. Okay. But yeah, she's so ecstatic to just have an ally ship.
Hell yeah.
It wins.
Wins.
Yippee.
Wins!
What? That's what we are, gamers.
D&D.
Hell yeah.
D&D.
D&D.
So,
But yeah,
have you,
she hands the money.
have you looked at, like, the various types of facility in bastions? Because yes, Fireband's crew and boat, I will say, now act as a bastion for you.
Yeah. I mean, I would be down for that one to be the library.
To be fair, you can fit multiple in depending on the size of them, but you also have to build them. Takes time,
Yeah,
money,
we
and
have to-
hirelings.
it's
You can't use them immediately.
yeah,
But you have...
we have to invest. Guys, can you believe it? If you want public resources, you have to invest in them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. The people have to invest in them directly. That's why we should cut all government funding.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wait
but
a minute!
don't
No.
dare.
See, it's a libertarian paradise where only the rich get to decide what anyone gets to do, or who gets to live. Individualism, baby. It doesn't work.
Vegetalism. Yippee. Speaking of that, can I say how fucking baller it is? Like, since we're on this bunny trail already, I don't know about your guys' playstyle, but I really fucking love villains with political intrigue. I fucking love that, like, he has taken over Greyport. I think that's so fun.
And I hope you enjoy
like
being
very...
homeless.
What is it, Evie? Like, Greyport was like a temporary. She totally never thought about growing old there and having a life outside.
To be fair, you would have had to
No,
get a
sorry.
new house because you couldn't exactly move in
Horatio's
with
just underwater.
Archibald.
Yeah. Alright. Archibald is just fucking swimming.
Horatio lives underwater.
Shut up. He will when I'm done with him.
And when Dolly is done zapping him.
With that thunder damage. So, we have an allied ship. We've made significant progress in traveling. The party is now just 3 active members. Doe is studying. Wake is presumably taking a shift on the wheel. Not to say Evie's chagrin, but obviously she can't do both. What would you guys like to do? Also, do they need like a formal agreement, or is it just word of mouth? Like, I feel like Valerie's chill enough for it to be word of mouth, and I feel like Evie would. I don't think Evie's trusting, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like she's like, if they lost this allyship, there wouldn't be much to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Evie's out here like contract time.
I mean, the last time
if it was like
the last time they signed a contract.
Last time Evie signed a contract, she was gonna be stuck on
The last time you signed a contract was terrible, but the last time they signed a contract was also terrible.
I love my one shot was one of my prides and joys. I think I did a fantastic job on it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was so much fun.
I had a cookie today that was like, because we had like snacks and stuff because of the party, and so I had a cookie and it was like, I cheery like you much, and I was just like, oh my god. Like one of those like Valentine's Day cookies that's like, it's supposed to be a pun, but I think it was meant to be like, I like you really this much, but it's like, I like Harry this much. Which I was like, that's a forced pun, but I was like, free cookie.
Actually, can Dahlia go investigate, like, under the ship or, like, in the captain's office just to make sure that, or just to see, like, are they going to betray us? Do they have reason to betray us?
I mean, snooping around an allied ship is definitely a move.
If we're going to be working together, of course you can come on. I'll give you the guided tour.
It is quite a beautiful ship. Thank you. So she lands on the deck and follows Firebrand.
If you want, you can go by yourself.
If you've offered to give the guide a tour, lead the way.
Alright. Essentially,
Evie is
she'll
following.
take you around. You'll see, like, a few rooms. Yeah. Like, the bedrooms for all the crew, plus a few extras. Like, four or so extra rooms or something.
Okay.
Hold on. Just a moment.
They really have to build up their crew. Looks a party of like 5. Never mind.
Yeah, like there's...
Evie's like,
there's
that's a lot
like
of this
4
space.
extra
And then
rooms,
she goes, oh wait.
But,
Evie goes,
like,
that is a lot of empty space.
as you pass the rooms, one of them has, like... One of them is closed with, like, 6 different locks on the door. One of them is...
I wonder who's that one.
One of them is wide open with, like...
I suppose this is...
tides.
I suppose the locked room would be yours, Captain.
Oh, gods, no. I wouldn't. No, this is tides. He takes security very seriously.
Yeah, I wonder
I see.
why. I think of the laundry detergent every time you say Tide.
Oh
It's a wonderful name, but for American audiences, it is just laundry. Yeah, Evie's taking like mental notes.
Okay. Right, so
Some physical as well.
like another room has
Just a
like
note of like respect Tide's privacy.
a bunch of clothes strewn about. The bed is unmade. Kind of like trophy on the wall. It's mine. Don't really tend to close the door that much. Not really. Don't really keep anything in there that
I see.
especially attached to.
No. Messy. He goes, messy.
And gonna skip right past this one. This is his room.
Whose room?
Pretty boy.
Oh, I see.
He doesn't like people seeing inside his room.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Warlock stuff. Yeah.
It's you over the door and body just falls.
And then, Zephyr. She mostly just... Oh. She just keeps the room as it was. As you look inside, it looks virtually identical to one of the rooms that is unoccupied. The bed is perfectly tidily made. The sheets are spotless. The wardrobes are closed and neat. No, the wardrobe's closed and neat, and no clothes strewn about. and there is a chart of the stars on the wall. Is the only thing that's different.
I do apologize for your loss, Stefan.
Huh?
She assumes that someone in one of the other rooms had passed. Like the crew member was lost.
How
Hence
so?
why she keeps it that way.
Also, this is this is Valerie as opposed to Zephyr. Zephyr is still up above deck. Talking
I
to,
see.
in fact, to Eliza. We can move on to that for now.
Girl lost, girl queen.
Hello, Eliza.
Hello there.
How do you fare?
Could be a bit better, being truthful.
I see. Any troubles?
Oh, just learned some information that I'm not entirely happy with, but kind of just have to accept it. And then, obviously,
How so?
everything Captain said.
What's happened?
Just stuff from my past before I was found with by Evie and her crew.
I see.
A lot of which I did not expect, but
Should I not pry?
at the same she's just kind of not sure how to answer. Well, most of my own crew know a little bit about what happened. I just worry if too many people know what it could do to me. Slowly trusting people has been a hard process.
Are you referring to a prophecy?
No, just more of things that I have been through that could still be affecting now if...
Oh wait, yeah, the prophecies were literally before they met you.
Yeah.
They got things jumbled. Oh,
It's okay.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you need comfort?
I would not say no to it. Oh, jeez.
What are you doing, Liam?
Oh my goodness.
Listen, they're good kids. I'm being immature.
If we are to be if we are to work together in future, I will surely be able to offer my services. I have an array of magical abilities.
What are you able to do?
I'm sure your captain would very much enjoy the fact that I am able to peer through my hand and look at the stars whenever I so please. I can pierce through the sky and the light of the sun and look at the cosmos through my hand.
Baller.
I've never heard of such things being able to be done.
As she kind of puts out her hand and suddenly it goes an inky black, and you can see that essentially it's a window directly to the night sky through it.
Oh my.
If I ever need to see the sky, I am not as skilled of a navigator as Evie is, but I am possibly nearly as valuable as I am able to use the most efficient tool for it whenever I please.
Yeah. An ability like that is highly helpful.
But that is not the only thing I am able to do. I have a speciality in healing. And providing aid. Including of the recently deceased.
Eliza, hearing that, her eyes actually go wide.
I have to arrive quickly if I am to revive someone, but given the correct resources, I should be able to. Though
So then you
diamonds
wouldn't be able
are
to work on something
tricky to come by.
Yeah. So really wouldn't be able to work on anything that has no body left.
No, only the most legendarily powerful can do that.
Eliza's face is all like scrunched
So yeah, you
up.
guys now have access to Revivify. I can start killing you now. How fun is that?
Like you already have it.
And now we have the sun, the moon, and the stars of the party.
I can start I can start making you roll on the resurrection complications table that I made.
Shaking you.
Yippee.
Shaking you and throwing you.
It's never gonna be quite as severe as Kasira. That was a special case.
Liar. Liar.
I'm not lying.
It could be worse.
What, the...
Never mind.
Huh?
Huh? No, I mean like if they come back wrong.
Oh, what, they went mad? Yeah, that's one of the options.
Yeah.
No.
There's always a risk with revive. No.
Wait, what?
There's always a risk with revive. Bringing a character
There is
back from the
only
dead.
a 30% chance if nothing has been done to the body and you catch it within a minute. There is only a 30% chance for a consequence-free resurrection. Most of it is temporary or not that bad. Like some levels of exhaustion, for instance.
Oof.
Okay.
But there is not. But the only way to resurrect someone without any consequences is true resurrection.
Wish. That too.
You don't even need a body for that one. 9th level spell, baby.
You could always just get wish.
It is so low. It is so low on the levels, in my opinion.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah.
What?
Having
High
it be nice
levels.
level.
Leanne.
No, you have to be
Leanne, do you
over
know
like 12.
what spell levels are? You need to be 17th level to have access to it.
You see, I'm being a sarcastic piece of shit.
Actually, I'm googling something.
I know that 9th level spell slots are remarkably high.
Yeah, because you've recently started playing a bard. And have had to worry about
Yeah,
the
it's
existence
17.
of spells for the
10 years
first time
into my
ever.
PhD journey, I finally touches the magic. It is hard.
It's not that hard.
It's relatively easy.
My first character was a cleric, Leanne.
I got nothing. My first character was a monk and then
Punch,
multi-class.
punch.
Actively rebel. Actively rebel. Hello?
Hello.
Whoa. I did a
Whoa.
physical comedy bit, Shadows, where I took off my headset and pretended not to listen.
We weren't saying anything.
Damn it. So, I'm just trying to mental checklist. Like, the whole party's agreed to leave Greyport. I say the whole party. The party members who have played in this session have agreed to leave Greyport. I hope that guy loves revving that big old ugly truck. First formal allyship has been created. Setting up and starting to begin to invest in bastions. We got a tour of the boat. Eliza has new potential girlfriend, which is baller as hell.
Hell yeah.
2 lesbian bears.
Yeah!
Yeah, I've got 2 hands.
Love that. What else? Is there anything more pressing on the ship, or, like, can the Sigil, like, go back to sailing?
It can go back to sailing and Firebrand will sail alongside you.
Oh, I love that for us. Evie's still sailing. We're heading towards the temple. Oh, my phone is on 5%. We're heading towards the temple. Dude, we haven't had an Archibald moment in a hot minute. If you'd like, of course.
Of course.
Obviously, I do not intend on derailing any plans you may have.
6 on the intelligence roll
Brilliant.
to try and remember anything from meeting.
Horatio.
Yes.
Oh, my poor boy. I love him.
remembering anything today.
Yeah, and Dahlia is doing gust of wind to both of the ships.
Hell yeah. You had to team chat. We gotta.
How
we
long
gotta
ago did we say it
unify
was?
again.
Like 10 years? That it'd
10
be?
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is also wild because that's when she was fighting Florence.
That's when she was...
They had a very different 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, elf lifespan versus half-orc lifespan.
No, I know. But it's very fun that she has, like, micro lifespan and he has macro lifespan.
Here.
No, Eliza's shooting the other mates.
You gotta be nice to him.
Pretty boy is petting Knife.
You gotta be nice. Oh, my...
I'll say Nith is just like not
Nith.
sure at first, and then once Eliza approves, then he's enjoying it. I just realized Nith is just another Jeff. He just can't
yeah.
talk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he
Well,
can talk, just in Draconic.
that's something that, that Pretty Boy and Nith have in common.
Oh.
Things.
Have their own way of talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, as
Oh,
Evie
wait a minute.
is...
Why did the way
put
you
away.
said their own way of talking immediately put the rhythm in my head of I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens.
I don't know.
No one else was in the room where it happened.
That's a
the
fun
room where it
concept. What Hamilton song is your Shaq and COC? Everyone, because we all had Hamilton faces.
I only recently watched Hamilton for the first time live in the St David's Centre Theatre in Cardiff.
Nice.
One of the
I
prettiest
think if
theatres out
Evie is
there.
any Hamilton song, if Evie is any Hamilton song, oh,
10 Commandments
I
of
feel like-
Dueling.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I was like maybe that's too
Oh, yeah.
low, maybe, but yeah,
One.
yeah.
Or 10 dual commandments.
There's one thing you need to know.
Ah,
Yeah,
what about
I
Eliza?
don't know
That-
whether...
that or Cabinet Battle.
What about Eliza?
Eliza's Hamilton song.
Nah,
Wait for it.
no. Actually, it's Hurricane.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
In Eliza's playlist, it is Hurricane.
Oh, my
Fuck
God.
yeah, that's so cool.
And then there's like
yeah.
2 songs from Epic the Musical.
Oh.
Yeah, 2.
Oh
Nice.
no. Oh.
Take a guess.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh no, I could just show you it.
Eliza.
Oh. Oh wait, oh my fucking god. Wait, no, Eliza.
You can't put like Horatio. No, fucking.
So what's it called,
kill me.
sisters?
Kill me. The Skylar sisters. That's anytime.
Oh my
That's why I
God.
say Eliza like that.
My name's Skylar White, yo.
Here's
My
the thing.
husband is Walter White,
know-
yo. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I've actually thought
Told
it
me
through on
everything.
how for Eliza's full name. And the way you would say Elizabeth is Elizabeth. I.e. a little bit of
Oh.
intertwined with a ghost song called Elizabeth. And that's exactly how they say it. me
A little
It's really
spice.
my favorite.
Evie's first name is Genevieve.
Which, if that song is correct, that's about an actual real person who is thought to be a vampire.
Oh shit, I didn't know they made music about me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
I am dating vampire girl.
no.
I will stand by that to the day I
Hey,
die.
you know which one Horatio
And
is?
Yeah.
Vampire. Rumor have it?
/ silly. You'll be back.
What?
Oh my god.
You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Time will tell.
Oh my.
You'll
Oh my
remember
God.
that I
As soon as
served
you
you
said you'll be
well.
back, I-
Oceans rise, empires fall. We have
You don't
seen
want
each other through the
copyright.
door.
You
And
won't get
when push
copyright from that.
comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of our love.
Remind you of my love. Da, 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 da,
Is that Garfield?
da, da, da,
Is that Garfield or
That's
Heathcliff?
Heathcliff.
Ah, yes,
That's
the two Sunday comic orange cats.
See, as soon as you said you'll be back, the only thing I could think of in my mind was the parody of that of "You'll be trumped" from Trump's first presidency. Hang on, see if I can play.
And, oh my god, we have to get back to D&D. We're burning daylight.
What daylight?
Daylight.
It's
dark out.
2:48.
Oh my.
It's that time for you.
49. Anyways, I'm so sorry. I'm okay. We are sailing. Except
Come sail away. Come sail away.
come sail away. Evie has been forced more or less against her will to let Wake steer. So she, God, what is she doing? She's probably like pacing around, I imagine, or she's most likely in the office doing paperwork. Oh, writing that will, I suppose. No, she canonically finished that. It's in the desk drawer. But whatever she's doing to stay doing something, if that makes any sense.
That another song.
Though I will probably wind up the session essentially as you're sailing for a few days towards your home island. If there's anything else anyone wanted to do with the Firebrand crew before the end, of course.
Yeah, Dahlia is both excited to be back home and a little worried about how much might have changed while she was gone.
Evie low-key fully, like, actually accidentally flips. She's like,
Hold on, wait a minute.
what?
Leanne, what song
Yeah?
did you say for Evie?
Ten Commandments Part 2.
Alexander Hamilton.
I thought I was going to do that, and then I was like, that's too...
How does a bastard immigrant son of a whore and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten
easy,
spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished in
That's
squalor,
literally
grow up to be a hero and a scholar? Girl.
Yeah, okay. Now that we said it out loud, I accidentally made Girl Boss Hamilton. I get it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't. I think Dahlia would probably be
He's Jefferson.
helpless or congratulations.
Who's Jefferson?
I mean, my immediate thought was Hathor, but that's not accurate. Maybe Asher?
What the fuck are you talking about? Wouldn't Asher be, like, Burr?
It's actually...
The
Oh,
one
no.
who...
Well,
The
yeah.
damn fool that shot him?
Yeah.
Okay, if there's nothing else
Asher was
you'll want to
really
do
low.
before we wrap up this
Hathor
session...
was the one who ordered it.
Look, is there anything anyone else wanted to do with the characters before we wrap up the session?
Before.
Oh, Eliza might try to talk to Valerie before getting to the island. Okay. Huh, Eliza?
Like I said, it could just be like right.
Leanne, please. Push to talk or mute, please. When... There we go.
I had a question relating to the fact that you can resurrect, correct? But only like at a certain amount
Oh,
of
not
time?
Valerie. No, this isn't Valerie. This is Zephyr. This is the Stars Druid.
What?
The...
Oh, I thought that was who I was talking to before.
Oh, no. Huh? What?
Oh,
Huh?
that's what I assumed.
Well, it was. You weren't talking to Valerie before. You were talking to Zephyr.
Oh. Okay, I thought I was talking to them.
No, Valerie can't see the stars through her hand.
Ah. Look, I got confused. So, yeah. Either way. Trying to... oh, what was... Now my brain can't function. What's I trying to say? Fuck. I have no clue.
Wait, okay, what were you asking?
Oh, I completely just... I now don't know what I was gonna say.
Oh, fair. We could pick it up next week, or like do it in an RP or something.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, because now there's actually crews that can consistently and canonically roleplay. Awesome, you have NPCs that you will be around for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, more characters.
Yippee,
More
I
characters
should make
that I don't
tuppers
have
for
to
all of
write.
them.
Yippee!
I can't remember
But
what
if
one
that
it
will
was.
be all, I
Kissing.
shall...
Kissing Archibald on his little forehead.
Hell
Oh, I
yeah.
can't get it to work.
I shall,
Actually, it's even on his lips.
leave it there.
Love you, chat. Let's appreciate you so much. Subscribe to Evelyn. Give her your money.
I found it.
Yes, give me all of your money.
Now. On the floor, now.
Or you'll be booted from screen.
This is a robbery.
This is
This is a
robbery.
robbery.
Give us all your
Stick 'em
bribes.
up. Yes, you. I know you're listening right now, Leanne, trying to sleep. This is a robbery.
Oh my god.
Leanne, I am in your walls right now. I know you're probably asleep and you're trying to get there, but I am in your wall.
Future me is gonna be like, hey, like, imagine,
Wake up.
imagine like,
Wake up.
6 months
Wake
from
up.
now.
Wake up. Wake up.
From now, I'm
Wake
gonna
up.
be like, oh, I'll listen
Wake
to
up.
the older VODs.
Wake up.
Okay, right.
6 months from now, I'll be
Goodbye,
like, I'll listen
stream.
to the older VODs
Goodbye,
to
chat.
relax, and then I'll end them. Goodbye,
Bye,
chat.
stream.
Love you.
Bye, stream.